Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another edition of Tarot Tuesday, aka Viewer's Choice. Ooh, that's a lot of smoke. Yeah, take some of that. Take some of that. Let's go. Let's get a cracking. Let's get popping. Cleanse the space. Cleanse this energy. This wild as crazy energy that is going on in this world. Definitely got to make sure that we're cleansing ourselves from it every time because if not, it will drive us insane. I refuse to let it take me down. Refuse. I'm too stubborn to allow that bullshit. Is that what 111 on that timer? Is that what the update did? Oh no, I can't even see. Before it used to have like a little border on the top so I could see like numbers, but ugh. Don't you just hate it when updates don't really do like what they're supposed to? It's not like an improvement. It's just a change and not for better. What's the point of that? Anyways, let's get into some tarot messages. Start off with a collective message while I wait for some folks to come in. Let's get a collective message, please and thank you. What's going on out there in the YouTube collective? Let's go. Let's tap in, please and thank you. What's going on? What's up? Hi, Brianna. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you're first. Your first reading. And it is viewer's choice. So if you have a particular question, this is the day. A general. Oh, look at that. Starting off proper Wheel of Fortune, Aunt Caroline in the building. Okay. Wheel of Fortune energy. Definitely the wheels are turning. The wheels of fate, planetary alignments all converging for new cycles to begin. Tower. So that means in order to usher in the new, the old must fall away. And that is a must. It is not an option. All right. So all this major chariot is go time. All right, so no more waiting on plans, no more trying to figure it out, no more trying to plan for the perfect moment. Okay, there is no perfect moment, especially with the tower being in the middle. That's why a lot of karmic cycles tend to repeat themselves because everybody's waiting for the perfect moment when there is none. Okay, you got to let those cycles that just came from fall away while you go towards your true purpose. All right, chariot energy. Railroad bill, if you will, in the Hoodoo Tarot. All right, oh, so we got to make sure that we are not catering to any old 11 one as I say that, catering to any old cycles, any old energies. And talk to yourself nice, treat yourself nice. Make sure that you are giving yourself the grace, the time, the space to evolve. Evolution is not only something that takes time, but it takes a lot of energy. And it is not a good feeling a lot of the times, all right? So give yourself time to chill. Nine of Pentacles. You see all those eyes on her dress? Like, just know that people are watching. People are taking in, the changes that are happening in the collective's lives. There's some nosy mofos that got their eyes open and seeing, how your changes are progressing, what you're doing, what you getting into. Page of Wands in reverse. They don't like it. They don't like it. Might be stirring up some, feelings. As I say, that Eight of Swords is striking up some feelings. Some not so fond feelings. Some actually fond feelings. Some people may be feeling left behind. Some people may be feeling like, you're growing too much too fast, going too far, trying to do too much. Fuck. Okay. Your growth, your journey, your evolution has nothing to do with them. So let them do what they do best. And just continue to grow, my loves. Hi, Scott. Welcome. All right. So we're doing a general for Brianna first. And Scott, if you would like a read, feel free to just stick your thumb up real quick. Because putting your name in the comments, I don't know what that's for. You just might like to see your name. All right, let's tap in for Brianna, please, and thank you, sir. Just a general. Any particular messages Brianna needs to hear at this time, please. Yeah, someone's evolution is really loud. And it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. That wheel turning, that tower falling, that chariot running the mile. Oof. Just gonna have a lot of jaws dropping. And I love that for y'all. All right, let's tap in for Brianna. What's the general? What's the word? What's the vibe? Oop! Was that for you, Brianna? Tower is showing up again. All right, definitely part of the collective. People being nosy in your world. Strength showing up here. More eyes. More eyes watching. What wanted to turn over? Four of Swords also wanted to turn over, but it didn't. So I'm going to put it back. But we're going to make a note of that because when things show up multiple times, it is not only a confirmation, it is Spirit's way of saying, I am here. And as I say that, ancestors, which is death in the Hoodoo Tarot. All right, so a lot of changes and transformations in your life, Brianna. This is onto another level for you. Okay. And just make no mistake, anything that is organically falling from your life right now, anyone that is organically leaving your life right now, that's meant to be. All right. That is not by mistake whatsoever. All right. So let those towers fall and be persistent. Be persistent with strength here as far as what you got to do. Persistent. Make good choices here, because there are decisions here. You do have a choice to make when it comes to your path, what you want to do, where you want to go. All right, so just take your time though. Don't rush the process. As I say that, Queen of Wands, you see she's chilling. No pressure here. This is the universe's way of saying, hey, we got you. Don't worry about it. But, let things happen. Don't resist the changes that are happening right now. Okay, because it's gonna hurt. Some of them will hurt. Five of Swords here. Some of them are not going to feel that good. You may have to use some choice words with some choice people. Empress energy showing up here. You got to show them who's boss. All right, you got to give them that Empress boss energy. Another Queen, Queen of Cups. We could do it with love. Sometimes. It doesn't have to be all the time, but if they deserve it, let's say, and you use your wisdom and your discernment to know when that is, when to apply the loving but firm nose and the loving but firm boundaries. Okay, so yes. Welcome, Tiva. Yes, you can absolutely be added to the queue. I don't think Scott is still here. So, Scott, if you wanted a reading, you gotta let me know. And if not, I'm going to look on Diva's question next. But we are still finishing up with Brianna. Let's see if there are any words of wisdom that want to come out for you. I forgot what this deck was called. I got this is one of the first decks I got. And the box is here somewhere. I just can't remember the name of the deck. Judgment is here. Okay. Judgment is here. Judgment has been called already. I feel like not only have you called judgment on situations in your life that you're like, you know what, that's it, no more. But also the universe is and your guides. Like it's judgment time. Whoever is not supporting the relationships that are no longer supporting your journey, the, you know, whoever it is, okay? Friendships, family, associates, whoever. If they are not with it, if they are not, in support of you, if they are not being genuine with you, they gotta go. Judgment says, I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. All right. So if you need to be reminded of that, your path is unique. Okay. You're not just some regular schmegular. So treat yourself accordingly and do not allow energies that do not have a place or do not feel like they fit in or align with where you want to go into your life. Not doing that no more. What I say about them eyes, envy showing up here. Envy says, I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. People don't really realize that. That's why envy exists. That one showing up on the bottom. That's their problem, not yours. Okay. That is a personal problem they will have to deal with. Whoever can't stand it, whoever is not with the program, let them fall away. All right. So don't fight it. Don't fight those towers falling. And that is for you, Browna. She's like, I'm first for a reading. You sure were. Hi, welcome to Vaughn. Green with envy. Some of them yellow with envy because they need to ground. Like seriously, when someone has any kind of envious or jealous nature, it's because they don't love themselves. It's because they can't find gratitude in their own life. All right. Don't take it personal. It's not so much a you thing as a them not taking the time to heal and embrace their own journey and figure out what they want to do. Again, a them problem. Nothing to do with you. But let them tell the story and it'll be different, right? Well, another them problem. All right, but don't also, I just heard, don't revel in anyone's envy, okay? Because it's also a sign to the universe that you may need more time to evolve beyond that. Because anytime we're like, good, let them be envious. Like, no, just nothing them. Okay, it's nothing. Don't wish that they are envious. Don't wish that it's one way or another. Just wish that they heal and grow as you have. It is absolutely imitation, and it's the highest form of flattery, right? Imitation. So just take that and run with it. All right, Diva, 1111. Love it. Let's go. Demon 1111 wants to know, can I get a reading? What are Jay's feelings toward me? I mean, yeah, let's go. Let's see what Jay's feelings are. Happen with my, and I'm taking because I gotta ask now. People who are trying to throw wrenches in the reading. I'm guessing pre Valentine's Day reads. This is regarding a possible relationship. Oh, but I don't like that though on the cut. What's going on? All right, let's talk about it. What are Jay's feelings towards Adiva? Jay's feelings towards Adiva. So we have conflict here coming out first and foremost, clashing differences, incompatibility. And then we have silence. Frozen, no words, stonewall. So this sounds like someone that you're not in communication with at the moment. Or there is not much going on. Shocking in reverse. Shocking says turmoil, trouble, unexpected, but we have it in reverse. So this doesn't sound like a surprise to you. This doesn't sound like anything new. There's a lot of black and white here. Apology on its side. Forgiveness, sorry, return. Do you feel like you're ooh, do you feel like you're owed an apology, but one that's not coming? Chemistry showing up here. Attraction, spark, passion. Beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. It's very funny how the color scheme on the top here, very bleh, black and white, and on the bottom we have not only roses in multiple cards, but a lot of color here. This feels like a mismatch because right off the bat we have incompatibility. So this is not something that feels like it's like a no starter. No, this isn't something heart fog showing up here. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. There, it doesn't feel like if you do have feelings towards this person, it does not feel mutual. Unfortunately, your best bet: start over, new beginnings, new directions. Try again somewhere else because this energy is not conducive to anything feelings, anything with like possibilities. No, I'm not feeling anything really. I'm reading you. You asked about Jay's feelings. This is it. So, whatever type of relationship this is or connection, there is an incompatibility here. There is a clashing of energies where current energy is silence. When I ask what their feelings are towards you, there's nothing here. All right. It seems like the feelings are on one side. If you feel like an apology is needed, or if they feel like an apology is needed, because it came out on its side, it's like no one wants to speak up. But I mean, someone feels chemistry, but it doesn't feel like it's both sided. So I wouldn't give energy to that situation. But as with all readings, you are an adult, you make your own decisions, but it is not advised that you even concern this or make this a concern. All right, next would be Devon. Welcome, Fire Spawnable. That's funny. Thank you for the like. May I ask Sam okay. All right, we can ask right after Devon's reading. Fire spawn, stick around, grab a snack, grab some water, something, get comfy. Let's tap in for Devon, please and thank you. Let's see if in the foreseeable future is there financial prosperity and or stability coming for Devon. Even finish coming out here, Seven of Wands. Eee, what is that? All right, so straight away, there's no pentacles here. Um, we start off with the Seven of Wands, as you can see. Imagery on that, not too friendly. The Tower and the Three of Swords. Next, we have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. All right. So it seems like you have a blockage here when it comes to finances, and that may be a facts over feelings thing because we have a lot of cups here, but no pentacles, which indicates that your emotions or how you feel, how you react, especially with the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands showing up here, maybe blocking opportunities or progression when it comes to positions. All right, so you may want to, because this is a very defensive energy, all right, you have to adopt a more grounded, like facts over feelings. All right, stay out your feelings. There is no money there. All right, so if you're trying to gain financial prosperity, it's not in the, I said, foreseeable future. Now, granted, this can change because the tower's here, there is always an option to let something go so that a big change can happen because that's what seems has to happen before you can step towards any kind of abundance and prosperity. Three of Swords, you're holding on to something or you're in some kind of energy or mood that affects how you see money, how you see abundance, how you see prosperity. All right, because if you are allowing your feelings, because the cup, this is all cups on the bottom here. So if you're either allowing your emotions or third party energies with the Three of Cups, if your friends are an influence on you as far as how you make your money moves, you got to let that go. All right, because it is not showing up as a promising path right now. You got to let some things go, or you need to drastically switch course. Okay. There's a tower here. Whatever decisions you're doing now, whatever is happening right now, it is interfering with your money moves. All right. So you got to make some changes to clear that up because it doesn't feel like, I don't want to say major. I mean, the tower is the only major arcana here, so you will have to make a major decision, but it's like it feels more major than it actually is. It's something that is more simple, like from the outside looking in, but to you, it feels major. Okay, so there's a lot of feelings here. Again, no money in feelings. Okay, so if you are focusing on how you feel about the matter, money doesn't care about your feelings. The energy of money cares about how you're going to treat it. Okay, when money feels safe in your energy, you're going to be a magnet for it. All right, so you need to switch things up. You need to make a change because this is not. Let me see what deck is calling. Let's go with because we don't just talk about problems here. We talk about solutions. We need a solution here. Solution for divine when it comes to financial flow. Hmm. All right. Hold your vision showing up here. Fixed moon. All right. So it seems like you had a plan that something kind of made you go off track here. What do you need to release? Tower energy. What is it that you're holding on to, or who? What or who? You're holding on to something that is blocking your money flow, that is blocking your increase in abundance. All right. So whatever it was that your vision was, whatever it is that you see for yourself, and whatever or whoever is in the way of that, you gotta let it go. Show the world the real you. That is full moon in Aquarius. We are still in Aquarius season. So there's still time. You still got some time to clear whatever this is, but time is not going to wait for you. So get to moving, get to clearing, get to releasing. Let towers fall. I'm telling you, people, this cycle, it is so important that we let whatever needs to go, what is trying to leave your life, let it. Do not fight for anything that is feels like it needs to go. Don't fight for don't fight for what's blocking you. That's just counterintuitive. That is counterproductive to fight for what is blocking your abundance. All right, so hopefully that helps. No, let's get an angel number. Use this for the day. This little tiny deck. Angel numbers right along. Yeah. 000 and 111. All right. Steps. So taking baby steps here. 000 is guidance. You have full support of the divine. The guidance you're seeking is here. I guess that's me. And your life is moving in the right direction once you put it back on course. So, by the way, this is the start of a new beginning where one cycle ends and a new begins. But that is up to you because we have 111. The choice is yours. Destiny. Follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you create all that is that you desire. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. All right, there's a couple of affirmations here. I'm just guided to do the 111 though. Life is always happening for me. I'm allowing myself to lean into what feels good. Yes, because that's what I was feeling before. If it doesn't feel good, let it go. And that applies to everyone. All right. So if you are holding on to something, someone, some place that does not feel like it aligns with you anymore, let that shit go. Thank you. Sweet. Hi. I appreciate you. Sending you hugs and love back. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So that reading was for Devon. Ooh, and it swing sleeves out. Page of a coin showing up here. Such a nice energy and Ace of Cups. See, that's the energy that people brings in. I appreciate you. All right. So, let me see. Fire spawn. Just for you. It's always like an energy thing. Once like the energy switches up, the cards are like, hey. Oh, then. All right. So see, Fire Spawn, if you are still present, unknown, please and thank you. If not, I will do another collective. Here. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do you mean by can you tell me the card? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Please clarify. Oh yeah, I always do that. You're gonna see them. Don't worry. You will see them absolutely. As I say, the 3 of Coins. Yeah, I don't. You're gonna see what I see. Well, the cards anyway. You're definitely not gonna be over my head. All right, so let's tap in for Fire Spawnable. Like, where did you get that name from? And let's see. Did Sam see where it was posted online recently? Sam. Let's see what was posted. They're like, yeah, I don't care. 4 of Cups. The eye roll is deep on that one. Okay. Tower and Judgment showing up here. Whatever you posted has this person's energy just with not much empathy. King of Swords. Yeah, no. Not much feels coming out here yet. Let's see. I don't feel much either. What did you post? This feels like some pettiness. Oh no. Why are y'all doing some pettiness? Yeah. All right. So we went from the Tower and Judgment to Tower and the World showing up. So whatever you posted has this person like, 4 of Cups. You see that eye roll? The 4 of Cups to the King of Swords to the Fool and 5 of Wands. And we go down here to 2 of Wands in reverse and 9 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse. I gotta tell you, whatever you posted did not have the intent that you desired. All right. All it did was make this person. The short answer is yes, they saw, and no, they don't care. They don't particularly care. Um, this person is chilling. 9 of Cups energy in between. It's like you're giving this more energy than this person is ever going to give it. All right. The full energy to the 5 of Wands, it's like you're trying to get a rise, you're trying to get a reaction. It's not successful, which is why you're here asking if they seen. Yes, they did. They don't care. So please go about your business and do something conducive for yourself to evolve and carve out your own space. You're welcome. Y'all, I'm telling you, stuff like that is going to keep you stuck in a karmic loop. All right, you don't want to be trying to get a rise out of people because I can tell you this much: when you don't know, I was like, you don't know what is protecting who. Ancestors, which is death in this deck, is showing up here. If you try to poke the proverbial bear, you might get spiritually mauled. Okay, so don't play with people. Not like that. All right. I would say don't play with people at all. If they are a willing participant in your shenanigans, that's one thing. But trying to elicit a negative reaction, or even if you're just trying to see how someone reacts, don't do it. Do not do it. More than likely, it doesn't end up the way that you want. All right, all right. Let's get. Welcome, D. If you would like a reading, feel free to put your question in the comments. I'm going to do a general vibe. Page of Cups. Oh my goodness. A lot of crush energy coming up all of a sudden. Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands. Ooh, somebody's crushing. Okay. The World. Nice. More flowers, actually, because both flowers. Nine of Swords in reverse. That is exactly how that energy should be coming out all the time. Because we don't want to see Nine of Swords upright unless it's surrounded by other more positive energies. Okay, I like this. Emperor and the Two of Swords coming out here. All right, so this is the energy of someone that has made this feels like a pretty clear-headed energy because the Two of Swords combined with the Emperor is like someone that knows what they want. All right, they don't have to go back and forth because the Two of Swords by itself, back and forth energy, trying to make a decision, mulling over things. No, no, Page of Cups to the World to the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is like, feeling good, wanting to spread that good energy, spread the love. All right. This consider this this is like the opposite of the last read. Like not being in that overthinking mentally, like self torturing yourself. It's like this is kind of like smooth sailing on the vibes. 10 of Swords to the 6 of Cups, like slight nostalgia, but not in the way that it's like negative, not in the way that it's like recalling the past with like a bitterness. This is like 3 of Pentacles energies, like what have I learned from this? What have I, taken away from these situations, these past people that can help me move forward? And that is very wise energy to be in. I like this. This is a change. This is a change. You know what? I haven't used Wisdom of Night deck in a while. This is definitely a change from collective energy, please. That High Priestess of Spirit. Yes. This is very like just go with the flow, easy breezy energy. I love it. Movement, the horse. I feel like whoever is going to resonate with this, whoever this collective message arrives with, like, the year of the horse is going to be so bomb for you. Feels like you're going to be doing things, going places, traveling. Doesn't have to be super far, but it's like the world is your oyster right now. You know, you have so many things out there that you can do because we have the world here. So it's like it feels like a playground now. The world feels like your personal playground. Where it didn't always feel like that because we come from the nine of swords in reverse to the ten of swords. So it's like, you know, you came from a place where the past didn't feel so good. You know, you didn't really recall on it with such great memories or fondness, but now you're like, you know what? I see the purpose. You saw what your past was trying to teach you. You learned the lessons. You're implementing them, most importantly. No, actually, most importantly, not repeating them. That is the most important. Listening, yeah, definitely. Actually, getting this is like a getting smarter and wiser. Again, the nine to the ten of swords, increase in intelligence, increase in mental agility. I just heard it's like a new era when it comes to how you think about things, perspectives, how you treat things. All right. There's no like overreacting here. There's no like anxiety. There's no jitteriness. There's no like, no, it's just very calm, cool, collected energy. You're basically like the observer right now. Like you're letting things come and go, you're letting people come and go. You're not attaching yourself to any particular outcome or person at this time. And as I say that, High Priestess of Air coming through. All right, so that is also connected with the nine and ten of swords as far as air energy. So I may be connecting with an air sign. Doesn't have to be necessary. It just indicates that air energy is very present, that light and airy feeling, that go with the flow, that, you know, very, very wispy type of energy. I like that. I like it a lot. Yes. I love it. Actually, love showing up here. So remember I mentioned that crush, that like kind of lovey-dovey energy. Well, I feel it's more geared towards self-love. Like the reason that you've been able to evolve to this level of, you know, being so light is because you've come to love yourself so much. And that is bomb. All right. So please, with individuality showing up here, please take that as a sign that you are on the right path. Okay. When you focus on yourself, when you love yourself, when you give yourself everything that, you know, you feel like you deserve, the universe is going to respond in kind. All right. So, yes, 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 yes. Use a different deck. Let's get some angel numbers. This deck still feels so weird because it's so small. Angel number for this message. Yes. 12, 12 duality. This is the first time I'm seeing this in this deck. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and ready to illuminate the path ahead. Affirmation says, I fully embrace who I am and allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. That is powerful. Listen, duality is a very, very powerful thing. Remember, we saw the Two of Swords before, right? With the Emperor. So that also speaks to a sense of duality. Being able to embrace both the dark and the light, powerful, powerful as fuck. Okay, like there is there is like a kind of what is it, an ideology here, right? That the dark indicates automatically evil. That is not the case, all right? Because everyone has darkness in them, just as everyone has a source of light. Sometimes people are not ready to, try to do the shadow work to control their dark side, or, to even come to love the darkness in them. But if and when you can, mm, that is a different level. And with new levels come new devils. All right. So just be prepared that, you're going to get it from both sides, because not too many people can walk the line of duality. It's hard for a lot of energies. But that's okay. That is all right. Leave it leave it to the pros. Leave it to us. Leave it to the ones that know. The ones that walk with the angels as well as the demons. I'm speaking metaphorically, of course, because there's a lot of, indoctrination when it comes to what we think angels and demons are. And what that is a talk that not a lot of people are ready for. Let's get an angel message. Surrender. Yeah. All right. So this message of, whoever needs to maybe embrace more duality, or is trying to fight off shadow work to get to that level, it's time. You got to make a decision. It's surrender or not. What you gonna do? What will you do? Hopefully, you'll trust the universe and surrender, because our guides, our higher power knows all. They know what we don't. Courage and bravery, along with no. So if anybody had a particular question that they were thinking about, yes or no, the answer is no. So hopefully that is a quick answer for someone that needs it. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot of courage and bravery to face the shadow side. And if you were unfortunate enough to grow up in an environment that, was more shadow than light, then you got some work to do. But it's never impossible. It just feels that way because conditioning is a bitch. Indoctrination is a bitch. So trying to unravel that, trying to retrain your brain from what you were taught to be instead of who you truly are. Oof. Keep composed. Just heard keep calm and carry on. You gotta surrender to it though. All right. Somebody could be you're thinking about meditation, or thinking about like ways to calm your mind down, or to explore deeper parts of your subconscious, get into that shadow work, meditation, it's a great start. It's actually a great start for a lot of things, but not as easy as I'm making it sound, but it does become easier. Power and intention showing up here. A lot of I'm feeling a lot of divine masculine energy right now. All right, so there is a lot of power behind the energy that is here right now, but but it feels unfocused. It feels like it's scattered. Like whoever resonates with this, it's like your power is there and it's like it's waiting for you to claim it. But whatever is holding you back, whatever you're not surrendering, whatever tower you're not letting fall, that's the steps. You got to take the steps without intentionality and surrender behind it, the power, meaningless. So, let's go back to tarot. I'm so surprised that there's not more love messages tonight. I thought like the Tuesday before V Day was gonna be like, does this person love me? So no, love me not. So I think that shows the world showing up again. They're like, there's a bigger fish to fry. There's so much else in the world right now to focus on, and I get that. Oh my, yes, I get that. But we do have the Nine of Cups here, so it is still on the brain a little bit. It's just not the primary focus. Ooh, okay. Oh, look at this nice little pair. I haven't seen this come out together in a while. The Page and the Knight of Cups. So kind of brother sister here. Daughter son. Because in this deck, the pages are daughters and the knights are sons. So if anyone's thinking about their family connection, if anyone is kind of dwelling on, oh, feels more like a family connection. Nine of Swords to the Hierophant. Maybe having some familial issues. Am I talking to the black sheep? I like black sheep. I'm one of them too, so you're in good company. Eight of Cups to the Ace of Wands. This is feeling like black sheep energy. Oh, my fellow black sheep, it is okay. You are in a safe space. Your family can't get you here. All right. This is feeling like the one that sees beyond, the one that has a different purpose from everyone around them, or at least feels that way. Okay. But if the feeling is there, if it is a nagging feeling and won't go away, it's because it's for a reason. All right. So tap in. This is not your call to, shy away from your purpose because the world is also a part of purpose. All right. It is to dig in. All right. It's to learn, it's to get grounded in what you believe is your path. Because even though it is different from those around you, that doesn't make it any less meaningful. People are just haters. People, there's just too many haters. And unfortunately, like um, family and close friends, they make you feel like this, like, like you're weird, like you don't belong, like that black sheep. Like you are this like crazy person for wanting to do something different. Please trust and believe you're talking to the tower reader of my family. So I get it. All right. So they can think what they want. You have to let them think what they want. You can't convince people with words. You have to lead by example. And that is what the Hierophant is, a leader by example, someone that doesn't talk. They're really about, well, not to say they don't talk, but they're more about action than the talk. All right. So if you've been trying to do this, talking yourself to death, trying to explain yourself and your purpose and what you believe, cut it out. It's falling on deaf ears, and all you're doing is exhausting yourself. All right. So cut it out. In this new phase, this new era, there's no explaining. there is no trying to convince people. They are either on board or they're not. And you can love people from afar, not to say you have to let people go completely or you have to burn a bridge, but you do have to distance yourself from energies that are not supportive of your journey. So you can be happy all on your own. Nine of Cups. So we have two nines here. We have 99. Got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Okay? The Fool here. Free yourself. Free yourself from all obligations that you thought were yours to carry, any expectations, any kind of, grooming or molding I'm getting that someone was trying to do to you. Knight of Pentacles here. Even if it's the family business, if somebody was like, hey, I want you to, follow in the footsteps, and you're like, oh, well, I'd rather walk my own path. If that's what you are called to do it. It is not an easy thing to, you know, be that one to turn away. Three of Swords here. It is not easy. It takes a lot of strength and courage to walk your own path. But you're supported. You are supported. This is your sign. Free yourself. Full energy in this deck is the free man. You are free. You're free. Like, the only thing now that's holding you back is you. Because on all accounts, the universe, your guides are giving you the green light. Go for it. Go for it. Two of Wands. It may feel funny, that figure is in the dark right now. You don't have everything figured out. All the logistics are not clear, but they will be. All right. The answers will come as you walk along your path. All right. But you got to start walking. You got to start walking. You gotta walk. That's what I say. The Chariot is go time. It's go time, baby. Like, this spirit is just like a boom, confirmation after confirmation. It's go time. Walk the walk, talk the talk for you, because that's what it's all about. This is for you. This is your journey. This is your path. No one else is going to understand that better than you do. Hey, Tobias. Thank you. Thank you. What's coming in for money in the next 6 months? Oh, that's we'll see for the foreseeable future. Timelines, y'all got to stop with these timeline questions, because when it comes to free will, they smash timelines. So unless you are set and determined in the path that you are walking now with no diversions, timelines are hard to pin down. And whoever tells you different, they're either very advanced or they're full of shit. It's either or. So we'll see the foreseeable future on your current timeline. What is money looking like? What's happened? Oh, didn't even finish. Yeah. Are you one of those said black sheeps? Page of Swords coming back out again, accompanied by the Four of Cups. If you are more so on an unconventional path that people are not so enthusiastic about, then you probably would have vibed with that general message that I was just doing, which you can always watch on the replay. And if anyone is watching this as a replay, just pop something in the comments though. So we have a mix of things because again, coming from this energy of the Page of Swords to the Four of Cups, it's like you don't really have that many supportive energies around you right now with what you're trying to do or your vision. If you're trying to build an empire legacy here, it feels like it's hard to get people on board or hard for people to understand what you're trying to do. All right, but it's not for them to understand. We have the Hermit here. Hermit energy has its own path, that your own wisdom, okay, because that's like raw wisdom right there. You pull messages without knowing from the universe. All right, so you're going to be guided on this, but we have the Eight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, like kind of sideways. So it's like, it feels like if you have mother wounds or if you have wounds surrounding like mother figures or even just women in general, just that's a distraction, but you need to heal that. All right, because we also have Big Mama here, the Sun, and then the Chariot. This doesn't feel like what you were asking because it feels more so like what is disrupting your flow of money. Yeah, this doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like a timeline. But we do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. All right, so the wheel is turning for you. It's not going to be on the timeline that you want. All right, but you're encouraged to keep going. All right, you're going to have moments where you're not going to see the progress that you want, but you got to keep going anyway. All right, because you are on an adjacent path. All right, but you got to clear up whatever this is. Whatever this is when it comes to the Eight of Cups with the Queen of Cups, like kind of like in this feels entanglement ish, or just emotional emotional attachments that need to be resolved. Yeah, you got to do that. All right, because people ask about money, but they don't realize that there are potential blockages that are keeping them from said abundance and the money that they want to bring in. All right, so it is very important that before you proceed, because this is the last card, the Chariot. All right, so before you can really move ahead, you gotta take care of whatever this is. All right, and this is very solo energy, so you're gonna have to figure some things out within yourself. All right, and go within because this is, you see, they're alone, they're digging in the ground. So got some, it feels like some blockages here because there's no pentacles. There's really no earth, like this is the only earth energy. This is Virgo energy. But other than that, it's all cups, which is emotions, swords, and this is Leo. Well, yeah, fire Leo energy. And this is Cancer, so more water energy. Mm. Why did I? The Wheel of Fortune, which I just told you, landed on top of whatever this is. What is that? Okay, because this emotional blockage, it's keeping you stuck. Seven of Cups showing up. More cups. Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. Emperor showing up here. All right, you may have a particular direction or plan that you might want to ease up on. If you have to pivot in any way, or if you've been, trying something that is just not working, it's time to change course. It's time to change direction, right? Because, it feels like you're beating your head against the wall when it comes to what you're trying to do and not making progress. All right. So when that happens, it's because you're blocked in a way. Keeps landing on this another 10 of swords, no pentacles yet. 10 10. Yeah, you have some things that you got to clear up and some cycles you got to end first. And this feels part like mostly internal. All right, so I would suggest, because the hermit can also suggest like counsel, not suggesting that you run to a therapist. I'm saying that if there is a mentor or someone that you trust that you can talk to just like get it out. Because whatever it is that you're holding on to, you may not even realize it yourself. Or maybe you do, because the hermit is a wise energy. So you may not know, but you just don't want to deal with it, which is just as bad. Because whatever this mess is, it's before the sun and before the chariot. Okay, so before things can really open up for you, before things can really clear, so you can get on track, get on this track here, got to take care of that. That's messy. That is messy. Guts and moon. Any further advice for Tobias when it comes to money moves? So we got two more water energy. New moon in Pisces and full moon in Cancer. Meditate and contemplate, and a personal issue reaches a resolution. At least that's what needs to happen. Whatever this personal issue is, and again, more water. So this is around your emotions. You may have deep emotional wounds that are just like keeping you stuck and stagnant and keeping you from making the best decisions when it comes to your money. All right. So you have to clear that up before you can really progress. And it may not be what you want to hear, but it's what you apparently have to hear right now, because this feels messy. Seku. Yes, you can absolutely ask a question. Let me see, do I have enough time? I have a few minutes left, so if you have a particular question, please throw it in the comments. It's like there was no money to speak of. Couldn't even tell you like a money message even if I wanted to. All right. Sooner rather than later. I only have like maybe 5 minutes left. You did not want to hear that, but guess what? I don't care. You come for messages here, you're going to get the truth. You're going to get what you need to hear versus what you want to hear. That's first and foremost, always. So deal with it. No, you got to rephrase that question. What is that? What the universe have to say? Or do you just want a general? Because that's a very loaded question. I'm going to need you to rephrase your question. Okay, general. Got it. All right. Let's tap in for greetings and blessings. Right back to you. Happy Tuesday. At this time. we're starting with the star, which is the grandchildren in Hoodoo Tarot. Oop, 1111 on the time as I said that. Knight of Swords to the Chariot in reverse. Got some similar cards coming out here. The Sun upright to the Five of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. On the underside, we see the Two of Pentacles to the Magician. So straight away, I mean, we are in Aquarius season. This is the star, so this is feeling Aquarian-ish. If you have Aquarius in your major three, you might identify with that energy. All right, so it feels like with this energy, like you have some hopes and dreams that may feel like they're held up because the Knight of Swords kind of came out in like on the side, like sideways. And with the Chariot in reverse, that leads to a slowing down of things. All right, but here's the good thing. You do have the Sun, which is a very positive energy. All right, but it is followed by the Five of Cups, which is not so happy energy, but the Three of Pentacles kind of balances it out. So it's like there's an up and down here. You feeling like maybe a little bit of a roller coaster in life, all right? Maybe like wishes unfulfilled. You feel like things are not going how you envisioned them. You feel like life has slowed down or it's just not going the right way. All right, but this is slow down with purpose. This is a slowdown with the purpose for you to stop and like appreciate some things, all right? Because the Sun is a very grateful, bright energy. All right, you are kind of like in a power up phase, right? Or at least this is how you should be treating this time, right? Because slowdowns doesn't mean a complete stop until you stop trying. But a lot of times when the universe slows us down, it's for purpose. Okay. You need some healing here. Five of Cups energy. Whatever sadness or maybe like a little depression because of this slowdown or because you don't feel like things are moving, this is the time to plan. This is the time to formulate ideas. This is the time to tap into, different things of interest. Because the Three of Pentacles is like, possibly hobbies, things that you can do to distract you in this meantime. All right, because the Magician energy is here. All right, so you do have good energy on your side. It's a matter of you needed to slow down to learn some things or to heal some things. Okay, so it's not, all is not lost. It's never a loss until you completely give up. All right, so this is your encouragement with the star here. All right, you have encouragement from, if you will say, the universe is encouraging you to keep going forward. Even if it doesn't feel like things are moving, you are still in motion. Time is still in motion. All right. So keep moving forward. Keep trying to find reasons, which I don't think you need to find, look hard. There's always something to be grateful for. Right? But show more gratitude, have more conversations with the universe or to whomever you pray to, whomever your higher power is. All right, because this is not the time to lose faith, because this is what it feels like. You've lost faith. That's not the time. This is your test. Okay, this is a time of testing. And how you treat this slowdown is going to depend on if you can move forward or not. All right, so take this as your sign. Dig in, go deeper, heal what needs to be healed, find gratitude. Because if you don't, if you are always looking for a reason to be sad, always looking for, why me, why this, why that, the universe is going to keep giving you reasons to be in that same energy. It's a mirror to you right now. All right, so go forth, be grateful, and see the lessons as they are. Learn from them, heal from them. And you will notice movement because with this being the year of the horse, movement is going to happen after the actual new year has happened, which is basically spring. But during this downtime, how you treat this is going to determine a lot how quickly you move and in which direction you move in. All right. So make sure that you are preparing yourself energetically to move in the right direction, in a positive direction, and also get more sunlight. Connect with nature more. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. All right, so you need balance. Yeah, emotions are running high. But we do have this showed up for the last one. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So full moon in Cancer and Pisces. So get out your feels, unless it's to heal. That's it. Stay out your feels unless it's to heal. And with that, I gotta go. I am late for my other platform. I will be back on Thursday for a theme read, which will be posted on the day of. There's always lessons. And lessons are blessings. All right. So thank you so much to everyone that participated and the trust and the energy. You're very welcome. That's as general as you're gonna get right now. But anyone wants to tap in, join me again for another read. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I'm on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Thursday, I'm probably gonna do a love-based theme. It's a different theme every week, so I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. All right, so I will see y'all later. Sending some love and the light.